TVO thing too?
Oh yeah.
Wow, I gotta watch that. That should have been viewing before I came on this trip.
So a little history I learned from watching a documentary on TVO. This is the monument here in Queenston Heights. Sir General Isaac Brock was buried beneath this monument to this day. And behind this monument is a little house, but I don't think you can be able to see it. But that was Laura Secord's house. And the history behind that is, I guess most people know from history, but the Americans crossed this river and attacked and took this area. So I guess a lot of the American soldiers were in this house, and Laura Secord was feeding them, and like nothing happened or whatever. But then she snuck out, and she headed down to Fort George, which is just down the road here, and warned the soldiers there, and they came back and took it back. They were outnumbered, but they got them. So
Surprise.
I don't know if I explained all that right, but generally, I'm going to say it this time, that's about it in a nutshell. So, yeah, a little bit of history here. Watch the TVO documentary, Tripping the Niagara. There is so much to learn on this waterway here. Everything up and down, from the wineries to the falls. And the falls, there's a little bit of history to that too.
And if you don't know what TVO is, it's a TV Ontario. It's a channel, a television channel up here in Ontario, Canada.
TV Ontario.
TVO.
Oh, and while we're on tripping something, watch TV Ontario for tripping train 185 from Sudbury to White River. Cool. I don't know why I added that. Maybe I'll end up editing that out. I don't know. Okay, what did we just get ourselves into? What is a warning for bikes, steep hill? Makes me a little nervous. And you're going to get to see it.
Cool, I didn't even know this was here. I thought we were going to be going down that road. Watch out for chippies and red squirrels.
Brakes are about to get real hot down here. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought.
Maybe we could try that path.
We got to go this way. We are back in wine country, and the wine industry here is a multi-billion-dollar business annually. And as you can see behind me here, there's a tractor coming down the roads, and what he's doing is he's snipping the tops of the vines. Basically what he's doing, he's suckering the top of the vines, and you have to sucker the bottom of the plant by hand, each plant individually. So you'd go and break off the bottom of the plants, you'd break off the top of the plants, and what that does is it allows your crop in between to flourish, to grow bigger, and just to grow faster. The other thing too is early in the season, you would go up and down the roads with a rototiller in a tractor, digging up the ground, and then you would come back. Now your tractor would be pulling 3 apparatuses on the back. One would be a bin with grass seed. The second one would be kind of a you're dragging something like, it's got spikes in the ground. So what that does is it smooths out the ground, and there's another piece behind it that actually helps cover that seed. So what the seed will do, it'll grow into grass, and it'll loosen up the soil, and it'll allow the vines, the roots, to just flourish, to spread out more, and you get more productability out of your grapevine. So yeah, so how do I know so much about grapes? Maybe that would be Jim's having episode number 8. Cool. Just another note, when I was growing up, when I was young, there were 3 major wineries: Bright's, Andres, and Jordan Wines. And there came a time when the grape industry wasn't doing so well. So what happened was, the first 3 or 4 private-owned wineries was in this area. And now, I don't know what the numbers are, but I know there's over a few hundred wineries here in the Niagara region, and privately owned and privately done. So, yeah, so the wine industry has found a way to reflourish and be productive again. Hello.
What's that noise I keep hearing? Is there like something?
The panniers bouncing on the rack.
Does that show up in the video?
It should. Every time I hit a bump, if I was on smooth road, then that wouldn't happen.
Right. No metal detectors. What's that mean? Here we are. Fort George.
So, we're getting closer, but right in front of me, Fort George. Well, I guess you're not going to see too much from this side of the fence. Did you know that back in 1812, at least here at Fort George, when the British were in battle, there was someone on a flute and a drum? So they probably say, well, why do they need music to fight a war? Well, that music, the flute and the drum, was a signal to the British soldiers, giving them instructions as they went along. So, musical instructions. Incredible. I feel so intelligent all of a sudden. I don't know.
Good on that book learning.
Is this technically Niagara on the Lake? So I guess we're there. Yeah. Niagara on the Lake. Cool.
Down there and stuff, but we're kind of on a schedule now, I guess.
Yeah. So, yesterday, we, is that Sandy? Okay, so yesterday we came from Lake Erie. We came from Fort Erie, done the entire parkway. Oh, wait a minute. Say hello, baby. Aww. Shouldn't really do that. You don't want to harass animals in their natural environment. So, now we start making our way back to Lake Erie. Toronto. All right, crossing the Welland Canal.
Lock 1. This part. I don't get it.
Over there.
Oh, that's the canal.
Yeah. This is kind of controls the water flow.
Right.
Also, it empties into the canal.
Okay, Einstein.
Yeah.
Well, there's that. You don't have to go up that part of it.
Alright, we've come back to the Welland Canal, and it was quite a brisk ride from Niagara on the Lake, and what we're going to do now is we're going to head straight up the canal. We're going to take the canal pathway all the way up to Port Colborne. I'm not sure how far it is, but we're not sure where our day's going to end. So we're just going to we're going to go as far as we possibly can today so that we have a lot less to do getting back into Crystal Beach. So we are now have the wind at our back. So this is going to be a good ride. Cool. So I think we've left Lake Ontario for the last time, and now we're heading back to Lake Erie.